Hello, this is Alan Mills making an electoral statement for the position of Chair of the Board of Trustees. I have been a member of the IMarEST, formerly IMarE, since graduating in 1983, and being part of the Institute has always been very important to me. As a young engineer, I found relevance in the technical meetings at HQ. These unquestionably helped my career, while the networking created a circle of friends, some of whom that I am still in contact with to this day. I was and still am very proud to be a member of this institute. In 2000, I was invited by then CEO Keith Reed to canvass interest in the East of England region where I lived to form a new branch. A year later, Keith suggested that I should put myself forward for election to become its first chairman. When I was elected, it felt like the greatest honour. As chair of EOE, East of England, I always sought to bring my energy and commitment to branch affairs and always be seen as being relevant in the eyes of our constituent members. As a leader in any organisation, building strong, meaningful and effective relationships is essential. In an organisation of volunteers, it is critical to success. I am very proud of the long-standing relationships I built with my East of England colleagues that were so important in helping us, as a fledgling organisation, a branch, to quickly become successful and semi-autonomous. Quite literally, from a plain sheet of paper, we created a technical meetings program that was rich, full and varied. It was popular with our membership that was spread over a wide geographical area because it was interesting and relevant to them. In 2010, I relocated for business purposes to Houston, and it wasn't long before my old friend and colleague from those early days at Mark Lane in the 1980s, Dr. Paul Jukes, searched me out and reawakened my interest to once again become involved in branch affairs. I was very proud to be elected chair of the Gulf Coast branch in the GCB in 2012 and retired in 2019 its joint longest serving chairman. During my stint at the helm, I brought my good experience of relationship building to forge enduring connections with my GCB colleagues on committee. I am so proud of building on the excellent structure put in place by my predecessors, having a prosperous branch with an excellent programme of well-attended TMs served to a highly professional audience comprising members and guests. It was vital to me that our TM programme would always be seen as relevant by our geographically widespread membership. Modern technology and the advent of IMarEST TV has projected our TMs to a much wider audience that weren't able to attend in person. Of course, we now all know that the pandemic has propelled our need to find new ways of working, so IMarEST TV and YouTube TMs have become the norm, and I don't think there's any going back on that. Through the strength of the excellent relationships and unified commitment, my major achievements and accomplishments during my term as GCB chair were the growth of the TM programme with increased attendances and revenues, continuation of making annual scholarships to deserving students at local universities, the annual presentation of capstone projects by teams of final year students from Texas A&M University in Galveston, creating enduring ties with the local community through STEM and art competitions run in public elementary and middle schools, and finally, having a well-attended stand to annually represent us, IMarEST, at the prestigious Offshore Technology Conference in Houston. The common factor with all the activities I was involved in and responsible for was being relevant to our members. At the same time, creating enough interest with our non-members that they would want to join us. When I was elected to council, I brought my values and grassroots experiences, projecting the view of always needing to be seen as relevant in the eyes of our members, and have tried to do the same while on the Board of Trustees. I firmly believe the IMarEST as a body and the trustees that govern it will be much better served by having as its next chair a businessman and member with many years' experience with the Institute, successfully projecting our greatest virtues to our membership and the outside world. Thank you.